We're starting out with some biceps. This is a Mike Mincer movement. Now you're not using your lat to pull it, you're using biceps. Let's show the difference between using lats.
Yeah.
Boom, that's lats. We're not
So he's
doing that.
pulling from the back. He's initiating the movement from here.
That's for your back. We're not doing that. So I'm right here. Yeah. Fuck yeah. So I guess you got to keep your elbows in pretty tight.
That's the key. The tighter your elbows are, the more disadvantaged your lats are from working. The wider they are, the more your lats will work and the less your biceps will work. It's a unique movement because it's got the aspects of isolation and compound because we're moving at multiple joints, but we're really nailing the bicep.
You feel that immediately.
Yeah, one set. That's a one set wonder.
I'm done, I'm swole, I'm buff.
We've been asked, what do we wish we knew when we started working out?
Okay. It's hard to say for me, I'm gonna be honest. And I've been thinking about this since we talked about it because I literally started working out at 12. 12 years old, I remember. I had the weight sets that was cement and the plastic will crack. So you do a set and some chunks fall out like that that far back. Of course I didn't train legs when I was a kid. Maybe I would have started with that, building a foundation properly.
I was also something like 14 years old, 15 years old, when I started actually getting to go to a gym. I went with my uncle who had a membership, and to the rec center with my mom. I wish I knew that you needed to prioritize the weightlifting over the cardio because I just do the cardio too, and I would sweat a lot.
Right.
I would sweat and I would think it was great,
But
but I wasn't getting the results I wanted, which was at that time to get ripped. I was trying to get lean, and I wasn't getting that result because I didn't have any muscle.
Right.
Meaning, if you're deconditioned right now and you haven't been working out, doing a bunch of cardio to get yourself in shape is the wrong idea. You need to start weightlifting immediately because if you're deconditioned, you haven't been training, and you lose weight, you're gonna look worse because you don't have any muscle.
you're gonna be skinny fat.
You're gonna be skinny fat. So it's very unique because curling 180 pounds would be very stressful. So you're kind of downward curling 180 pounds. That's a lot of work the biceps are doing.
What's this called?
I call it a lat pull down curl. So yeah, it's a good move.
I always train with purpose, meaning I always was trying to become stronger. So I was always gauging what I did. I was always trying to do a little bit more. So with that, over time, and fortunately for our community, I was able to develop some really good programs based on the things that I learned throughout the years. Now, what I learned was not from a book. It wasn't from a textbook, school, none of that. It was from the school of doing, right? I've had times, bro, trust me, that I was doing certain exercises and I was liking how I was looking, and I would keep doing it, and then my muscles would go away. It was one particular exercise, it was chest press, and I just started doing it every day for some reason, right? And my chest was getting big. I was young, teenager, and then my chest started going away, and it was completely flat. I was like, oh shit, you can't do that. So I had to space it out. You know, it was all trial and error though, I learned. Shout out to Phil, he showed me this movement. 5 on one arm, 5 on this arm, 5 on this arm, 5 on this arm, and back. So 15 reps, but 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 3 times. I'm getting that full twist. 4, 5, and I'm leaning to the side that I'm using so I don't use my body's momentum. I train for functionality, to be stronger, to be fit, right? And when you train in that capacity, the look is gonna follow, it's gonna be there. But when you're training just for look, I'm not gonna say don't do that, because maybe that's just your goal. But my goal was always to be strong, you know, because I was small. So I was small, but I was stronger than a lot of guys bigger than me. And that was always a point of that made me value myself that much more. Yo, I know the drip kind of fly, right? If y'all want these shirts, this is Ambrosia, baby. Food for the gods. That's what Ambrosia means. If you want this shirt, comment down below. Food. Food, all right?
Maybe we'll make it. Right now it's not made.
Nope.
This is exclusive.
Just for us,
yeah.
just for us. But if there's enough demand, we got you.
What I wish I knew was that you need to build mobility and taking care of your ranges of motion. Like that needs to be built into your programming so that you don't lose it over time. You have to emphasize that a little bit. It keeps your joints healthy and it lets you actually work the muscles more efficiently when you can go through the full range of motion. Happens with shoulders, happens with knees, happens with hips. Spending a little time on those things along the way before you need it is the best way to approach it. Bro, this is pain. It was actually painful to get through that.
Yeah, because that was a pre-exhaust.
Oh
that
my
first.
God.
Arm days is hard for me because the pump be so painful, and it's not like a big compound like a squat or bench press.
Yeah.
So,
I don't remember the context of this, but I saw a guy one time training arms with CT, and he threw up.
My first workout with CT, he made me and Rob do arms. I was like bummed out. I was like, that shit ain't gonna be hard. It was the hardest workout I ever did in my life. It was like CrossFit for arms. I don't want y'all to rush through this. Do it properly. Each rep, do it good. You sculpting your body.
When I first was starting, I didn't know the importance of nutrition. When I first started, once I learned about nutrition, I was really able to change my body. And so learning that the gym is the stimulus for the change, but nutrition is what facilitates the actuality of it. You could do all the work in the gym and you will get stronger and you'll get more fit. But if you want to change your body, whether that's weight loss or muscle building or anything in between, it's what you put in your body. So that medicine that we consume daily through our food, the nutrition that we take in, the supplements we use, I learned how crucial that is to be able to actually get results. Wow. Wow.
Oh shit.
That's fucked up.
Fuck yeah.
Wow. Going back to back on the biceps is a game changer too, because you didn't have time to recover like how I normally would alternate them.
Right.
It's way tougher.
Because typically you do all your reps on one side.
Yeah.
You get more in right here. It's more efficient.
Crazy.
If you had to pick one or the other, nutrition would be the most important. And I love training, but I'm telling y'all right now, and what we know in our field, the research that we do, the problems that people have, it always stems with food, all right? So if you wanna have a long, robust life, it's the combination of the two. But if you had to pick one, food. And I'm only saying that because there's no reason for you not to do both. But I'm just trying to emphasize how important your nutrition is, all right? Tricep extensions right here. Looks like bench press, but it's not. You are getting a little bit of secondary chest in there, but while he's keeping his elbows tight, just like we did with that lat pull, all the tension is going on his triceps, and that's what's doing the work. So when you do this, be conscious of keeping your elbows turned in tight, all right? Now, you wanna notice, as you get fatigued, you wanna do what's your strongest thing to do, and that's to like flare out a little bit, but don't, keep it right here. But all triceps. Now, I never had the nutrition component until, once again, I was a little older, and it wasn't until I got to Metroflex, and shout out to my boy Chris Albert. I already had muscle, I was built, whatever, but I wasn't defined, right? Back then, I thought everybody was on steroids. Anybody with abs, I was like, that's steroids, that's steroids. That was my ignorance, right? So Chris put me on a diet. In like 2 weeks, I had abs. I was ripped. It completely changed my life. I'm like, okay, nutrition, what Sean said, is key, right? I was already strong, I had size on me, but you couldn't see it like that, right? The food changes everything. So once I locked that in, it was no looking back ever. And anybody, you go through that process, lock in with the food now, early, when you're young, right? Even if you're older, today is the youngest you'll ever be, so lock in right now. Lock it in because it's such an important part. And listen, I know so many people that lift weights every day, they go to the gym, all of that stuff, but they're fat. And they get fatter and fatter and fatter because it's really hard when you don't have good eating habits, that problem compounds. And it's so easy to do too much with food or things that you drink. You could do a lot of damage with liquids, right? Juices. People think fruit juices is healthy. It's a lot of sugar, just as much as soda. So water is the vibe, or hydroglyph, something calorie-free, plenty of it, and be very disciplined with your food.
Why this one came to mind for me was the carryover that this should have to finish the reps on the bench.
That's true, that's true. Yeah, because people be, like, let's say a person can't hit a certain weight on the bench. You never see a situation where they just can't do it at all. There's always a certain sticking point, and it's usually at the top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of times people they do partial reps. So this, you gotta get that shit all the way up. Bow.
Yeah, it's good training for that.
It's such a simple exercise, but so effective. So easy to do, but so effective. Get so much out of it.
If you're like, I need a simple way to get into the nutritional part of this,
Yeah.
commit to not drinking any beverages with calories in them. Like if it has more than 5 or 10 calories in the drink, don't drink it as a beverage, right? And then also get enough protein.
Yeah.
Those are the two simple things that anyone can take. And to know how much protein, take your body weight and
Grams.
that's it. That's your grams of protein. If you're extremely overweight, like if you know that you have 30, 40, 50 plus pounds to lose, you could do half your body weight in protein. But I'm 180 pounds, I consume 180 grams of protein a day. Mike is 220, 220. It's something right, that's a great starting point. You can fine tune it, but that's what you should be shooting to consume. Provide the baseline for your entire nutritional intake. If you just get enough protein and commit to not drinking caloric beverages.
Now, one thing that I do on here, just for me to maximize what I get out of this exercise, is I try not to have any leverage, right? So what that means is a lot of times you can lean and get a little bit of like leverage, a little backing. I take myself away from that. So you'll notice when I'm hitting my set, I might like step a few times trying to get the right positioning to where I have no leverage. I put myself at a disadvantage. So it's all triceps and all core, all right? Junk food, fast food, in and out, Chick-fil-A. And look, I used to love all of that stuff, but it's no bueno. Stay away from it. I don't even like eating out at all. I'd rather make my food at home, all right? Shout out to Trifecta. That's how listen, I've been eating Trifecta literally. This ain't a plug, but fuck it, it's a plug. I've been eating Trifecta for years, and me, my whole family, we eat Trifecta. It's delicious. But moral of the story is, it don't even have to be that. Just make your food at home. It's the best case scenario.
And if you're looking for the cheat code to the protein side, we make the best plant-based protein on the planet. We're called Ambrosia because we make the food for the gods. That's why we're rocking this on the shirt. That's what Ambrosia is, and we make Planta, the best tasting, the best formulated, the best digesting, the best absorbing plant protein on the planet. It's undisputed. 14 flavors.
The champs, baby.
GNC, Vitamin Shop, Sprouts, Hy-Vee, a bunch of other stores nationwide.
Amazon,
our own website. However you get it, just get it, but you won't regret it.
You won't regret it. But listen, if y'all want this shirt, let us know down below. Comment down below food, because Ambrosia is food for the gods. All right, we love y'all. Peace.